I think the car scene's great. We all get along. We all attempt to get along. We all have inflated egos when it comes to our cars. Our car's faster than your car, so on and so forth. But we have a great group of people out here in Denver. They'll come from Fort Collins, the Springs. They'll come here to Denver on the weekends, and we'll all just have a lot of fun and get along. My name is Marcus. I'm 22 years old, born in December. Currently, I work part-time as a barista, and I help manage automotive shops, PDR, and performance shops. Prior, I worked as a car salesman, actually, for Mopar and Dodge. I've owned a lot of cars. A lot of people tell me I have a problem for being 22 years old and having 6+ cars. I'm a big BMW fan. I've owned E92 M3, currently own an E90 M3. Porsche Cayman, Evo GSR. I've had a lot of cars. My interest in cars is the noise, the speed, and kind of the passion, that it's kind of like a brotherhood. We all meet up here, we all meet at spots, and we all can just relate on, what we like about cars. I'm a street racer. What we do is, and what me and my friends do on a weekly basis, is not particularly the most legal thing, but we typically go out. We meet about for an hour, and we'll take to the highways late at night, when there's not as much traffic, and we'll race. Long story short, we'll race. We go to events like Texas 2K. It's the Super Bowl street racing. We will have fundraising events for charities and whatnot. So sometimes we get on the good side of police, sometimes we're not. Most of the time we're not. I roll around with a group with 1320 and Nationwide Productions, based here in Denver, Colorado. We race. I go out and race pretty much weekly for 3 days in a row. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, weather permitting, of course, but it's a big part of my life. When it comes to car enthusiasts, you kind of have two different groups. You have the groups that will show up and show off their build and and not go race and stuff, and then you have groups like myself that will build their cars and then show up and then go race. Typically, law enforcement does not like when we race. They don't really condone it, but we try and get along with law enforcement the best we can. I have evaded traffic stops multiple occasions. Don't do this at home, kids. I've stopped every now and then, but if I'm being honest, we typically try not to talk to police when we're racing. So we'll do what we have to do to kind of avoid talking to them, if you kind of can catch my drift. My old M3, I was racing some of my friends. He has an E60 M5 V10 modded. We were racing I-25 South one night, and we came around the corner by county line, and we were going about 170 miles an hour. And the semi-truck got on the highway and kind of cut him off because he ended up getting in front of me because we were starting to kind of just ended our race, so we were slowing down a little bit. And so he jumped to the far left lane, and I couldn't do that, so I had to make the choice of going into the back of the semi or going around on the kind of like the pull-off lane, the emergency pull-off lane, and I chose to go around on the right. I lost control of my car. My rear end came out from underneath me, and at 165 miles an hour, I spun 3 times across I-70, and all I managed to do was scrape my front bumper on the median. That was it. No airbags, nothing. But I still love doing it. Why do I still race? It's a passion, to kind of get a little deep into it, me and my friends, we come out here every weekend, and we're one big family, and so it's kind of like, you get to catch up with everybody, and it really is the speed. It's the adrenaline rush you get from it, Who gets to say, oh yeah, on a weekly basis I go 150 mile an hour plus, I elude cops, I beat cars that should typically beat me, but it's kind of just the adrenaline rush and the passion.